Nice trail run today. Hoping to get 5 miles in before the sun goes down. It's about 36, 37 degrees. Super windy. Getting what I love, more of what I love. Cold and trails. All right, 1 mile, 10 minutes, 18 seconds. Whew, it is cold and windy. I'm sure you can't run across this bridge. Too bouncy. All right, uphill. Let's get this loop knocked out. About 1.4 miles in. Uphill for the next about half mile. Here we go. Mile 2. With a good amount of climbing. 11:14. Still making my way up this hill. Whew. It's a leg and lung burner. It's always scary out here during these windy, really windy days. Not my favorite, especially when you see newly fallen trees across the trail. Gotta be safe out there. More hills. Let's go. I get a question quite a bit about my running paces and my training methods. I don't think it's any secret that I've used kind of the Maffetone method for years now. My zone 2 training is where most of my training takes place, and I mix in speed work or threshold type work when I feel it's needed, which is kind of where I am a little bit today, doing some intervals. A lot of this comes from my data on Strava. When people look and they see the slow paces, especially over the last summer, well, training for my 100 this year, the Yeti 100 miler, was really pressed for time because of baseball and softball. And my wife had also started on her own health journey, walking. Whew, speaking of the trees. So I started joining her on her power hikes. This isn't leisurely walking, it's power hiking. And I started doing that more and more. And she's averaging like 30 miles a week. And I thought, that would probably be very helpful in training for the Yeti 100, practicing my power hiking, because those of us who are not elites will ultimately walk or power hike a good amount of it. And for those of you who have been around me in these ultras, you'll know that I can power hike pretty quickly. I can get in the high 13s, mid 13s, and I can probably stay in the low 14-minute miles very easily. So I thought it'd be a good chance for me to practice, and I've always stated on this channel, it's very good to practice speed walking if you're getting into ultras, and even if you're a budding marathoner. You know, bridging that gap is very important, and you can't let ego get in the way of that. And if Strava is a hotbed for ego, for people to worry about times and things like that where you gain respect, I don't care. I put in almost a decade on YouTube and social media, and I've tried to be very transparent about that. I don't claim to be something I'm not. So I think the majority of people are where I am. We're not elites. We don't have, 20 hours a week to train, but you put it in where you can. So I run during softball tournaments, baseball tournaments. I power hike when I can. And over the last month and a half, I've hitting 30 and 40, 50 mile weeks, while also supporting my wife and kind of her power hiking, and she's lost 36 pounds, so it's a win-win for me. Be able to heal up and definitely get some training on the hills, because here in Virginia, you know, if I walk 4 miles, it's damn near 400 feet of vert of climbing. So it's a good workout. It's definitely a good workout. So don't let anybody's thoughts on power hiking or walking being mixed into running dictate your training or make you feel like less of a runner. It doesn't matter. There are no gatekeepers. This is do what you want, do what works for you, do what makes you happy, and just keep going. Consistency, that's all that matters. When I don't have time to get in a workout that I need to for the day, I always look forward to going home and putting in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of power hiking with my wife through the hills. And it does the job. And I get to spend time with my wife. Again, win-win. I've enjoyed it. I got to see her success. She's improved her 10K time twice, beaten it twice. And she's pushed her maximum distance so far to 8.2 miles. And she could definitely go 10 plus. This is all about progress, consistency, and health, people. Not about ego, because ultimately, no one cares. No one cares about your time. No one cares about your weekly mileage. You just do it. Get out there every day. Keep doing something to help you push you towards your goals. And don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't compare yourself to what other people are doing. And just have fun. This is fun. That's why I started running out here over a decade ago, before I even filmed it. I love this place. It's kind of a church to me out here. It's where I can be one, be alone, and think about nothing but the joy of running. And I think each one of you should seek that out also, especially on Strava. Especially on Strava, folks. I have the Motivation Theory Running Club on Strava if you want to join, along with some like-minded people. All right, I missed it, but 3 miles was right around 32 minutes. Not doing too badly. Not doing too bad at all. And definitely something you need to keep in mind is the goals you have when it comes to running or fitness are yours. They're yours. They're yours alone. Don't worry about what other people think. It took me 10 years to finally get to a point where I could run 100 miles. Maybe I could have done it in the past, but where the stars aligned, it took me, there's a fallen tree. It took me 10 years to get to what initially spawned me into trail running, which was 100-mile races. And I've run well over 20 ultras before that 100-mile attempt. And I'm super proud of that. Super proud of that. So for me, I don't care what anyone thinks about my training or my speed, because don't worry about that. Back in the day, I was a sprinter, so I can still get my 0 to 60 speed up. I can still move. I just choose not to, because as I've aged, I'm definitely more susceptible to injury. And there's faster paces, running 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons, things like that. The streets tear me up. So the trails is where I love to be. And the more time I'm on them, the happier I am. Oh, see if I can see anything out here. Poor kid lost these things. Sure, he was not happy. Maybe if the parents make their way back down here with that kid, they'll find him. They work. I didn't see anything, but they work. 4 miles, 10 minutes, 51 seconds. Ooh, that wind. My orifices are frozen. All right, so getting back to what I was saying. When I was asking you all, what are your plans for this next season? First, do you have any plans the rest of this year? Sometimes we have some late races, some New Year's races, but we're all from different parts of the world. So I'd be very interested in knowing what everyone has planned. What kind of training blocks you're kind of going through right now? Are you in maintenance mode? Are you in a serious training block for something? Let me know down in the comments. And you know, your plans may make it in the next video I do, where I discuss the community, our plans, and our training. So leave me a comment down below, and let's check it out in the next video. All right, mile 5, 11 minutes 55, and that's with stopping to look through the binoculars. So still killing it. Let's go, home stretch. A little less than a mile back up the hill to the parking lot. Let's go. Beating the sun going down. I'm winning. Get home to the wife and then go out and work out with her. Double dipping. Let's go. Last mile, mile 6, 11:29 for a total of 6 miles at 1 hour and 6 minutes. Time to go home and go work out for the wife. Talk to you soon.